Hi, Naktikala here. Today is finally time for part 2 of my Uralic Languages series. Today I'm going to talk about my relationship with Estonian. My drink of choice is espresso choco from a machine 150. So, my backstory is I'm Finnish. I'm from Eastern Finland, lived most of my life in Central Finland, and from there I moved to Tallinn, Estonia for 2.5 years, during which I I studied. I did a degree in 2.5 years. Don't recommend it. It was a 3-year degree. So I lived in Mustamäe, very near my school, which tells you where I was. And at first I studied Russian for a year, but now if you would ask me, if I very concentrate, I can maybe read Cyrillic alphabet, but I didn't learn that much Russian. But later, because of my living situation, I had to make my own electricity contract. So I renewed my rental contract. I forgot to renew my electricity contract, and they was gonna take my electricity away. But luckily I was home, and I was I still live here. And then I went to get taxi right to the electricity company to renew my contract. But I was very annoyed that I couldn't speak Estonian. I say anything in Estonian in that situation. I only use English. I studied in English. I only use Finnish in Estonian if someone indicates that they know Finnish, which sometimes they do. Like if I get back to it. So like one time, I don't remember how long I lived there, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Hesburger. I'm gonna order in Estonian, and the cash register person, cashier, changed to Finnish for me. I don't remember what I did language-wise, but I still remember that moment. I tried so hard to use Estonian, but apparently it was bad. I think partly because I've also studied German, and so anytime there's an E, some of the diphthongs are different in German, and so I kind of confuse them with in Estonia, which is weird because there's should be this similar to Finnish. But anyway, so yeah, after that, the same day I came home, I decided I'm gonna study some Estonian. I'm gonna pick a course in Estonian. All the for Finnish speakers were full, so I went to one for English speakers. But that was again still filled with lots of Finns, and they said that they were gonna arrange a new course for Finnish speakers. I never found it from whatever. So I went to that same class the next week, and then the teacher, there were a couple other people who were also still Finnish speakers who didn't get to that group. And so I stayed behind with the teacher, and we set up I had this textbook that I bought for studying Estonian earlier before I moved to Estonia. But then before I moved to Estonia, I was finishing a degree, another degree, I did that in the fall semester and graduated from there, and then moved to Estonia right after. So I didn't want to add a fall college course to my situation. So I had the book, I canceled the course. So basically I had this unused textbook. So I had time on Thursdays between classes. So the teacher was, okay, let's go through your textbook, every Thursday, for 2 hours. And it was fun. It was very interesting, and she benefited also because the same teacher taught at least for Estonian, at least for Finnish and English speakers. So the textbook gave her some handy hints on how to explain certain things for Finns, because there are a lot of grammatical false friends in between Finnish and Estonian. like there are sometimes cases are used differently in different situations, so there was some useful ways of the book explained certain things that were helpful for her. So those were all pass or fail courses, and when we were done with the book, she said, I'm gonna let you pass, like you don't even have to take an exam." It was appreciated. So how is my Estonian? I do not know. So like sometimes, I swear one time I was going to Estonia. I don't remember if I was during was I what kind of trip it was. I just remember that there were two people in front of me. They spoke Estonian. I understand it. I understood everything. I don't know how, but I did. I didn't have access to Estonian television, but I did try to buy magazines. But because I didn't know who any of the people were, it wasn't very interesting to read the magazines. But I also have movie magazines for most of the years, most of the months I lived there. I also have some DC comics that they publish in Estonian. I have some Estonian music. Today I only have Alika CD with me, but I listen to Nexus and now 5 minutes, yeah, and all those. I have a couple of, this is Finnish Estonian phrase book. I should study it more, and my very handy, cute little Finnish Estonian dictionary. And then when it comes to reading, like I've been reading this book for some years now. I could probably find the date when I bought this. So like this is Salla Simokka's Vangistatud. In Finnish it's Lukitut. I've read the Finnish book. Every time I read a little bit of this, I basically listen to the audiobook, so I know what's going on. The language isn't that complicated, so I understand most of it, but then some of I don't, and it's like it's one of the Finnish and Estonian, so they are very close but very different, and so it gives this very weird. I don't know. I want to actually learn Estonian, but I don't really know how to do that. Oh well, I actually when I did my last degree, for now, my third degree, I did actually also took a course in Estonian. I think it was a slightly more advanced course, well, not advanced, but like a continuation course. What was fun is like we had this assignment every week. We had to read news in Estonian and then explain the news. I don't remember if we had to translate or explain it in Estonian. I don't remember, but that was a fun course. So I like Estonian. I don't know. I can't speak it. I can sometimes understand it. I can somewhat read it, but like, and I wish I was better at it. And like every time I go to Tallinn, like I'm going. Did I say it? I'm gonna go tomorrow. So every time I'm there, I'm usually doing some shopping, mostly books. Sometimes clothes. I don't remember if this is from Tallinn. This might be from Tallinn. I like Takko. I think it's Takko fashion or whatever. So I like going there. So anytime I'm gonna handle the paying thing. I'm gonna handle it in Estonian. I'm gonna do it, but then I never can because when it comes to shopping, I want the receipt, but I usually don't want the bag. But I don't remember which those words are. So when they are asking me for something, do you want the receipt? I don't remember what that was. I'm like, So like that's it. Always I can't fully handle it, and also when I'm ordering like a chai latte, they are asking what flavor chai I want, and then I always black out. So I don't have the full schemas on handling shopping in Estonian. It kind of sucks. But yeah, I don't think I have. That's like I want at some point I want to go more into the grammar differences. Something about like a couple of things. Okay, so Estonians, they're like Finns like to be on time. Like there was a joke some years, a decade ago, going on like arrives 50 minutes later, 50 minutes late with Starbucks. In Finland, it was arrives 50 minutes early with Ada coffee or whatever coffee. So Finns are early, like 50 minutes early, something like that. Estonians got on time. I went to the movies a lot because it was so cheap. Estonia, like I was there waiting for like 10, 15, 5 minutes before the movie starts, or the time it's supposed to start. And then Estonians arrive in droves at exactly the time they are supposed to. But Finns and Estonians do not like to sit next to people on the bus or in public transport in general. But Finns, we sit on the window seat. So if someone has to sit next to us, they can. But Estonians, at least from what I remember, they like to sit on the aisle seat. So like, if someone wants to sit next to you, they have to climb over you. Yeah. I had a third thing I wanted to say. Oh, I think it's very interesting that like I can recognize Finnish accent when Finns are speaking English. There's various aspects, I can't explain them, but I've noticed that these days I can also recognize at least the like Estonian YouTuber speaking English accent. That's kind of fun. I wish I heard Estonian more. Oh well, also I try to buy Estonian movies or stuff if I can. Not really TV shows. There's this one, Kalamaja Plus. They showed it on TV on Yle Areena, which is these short episodes. So like yeah, I like Estonian. I wish I was better at it, and I'm vaguely trying by trying to read and listen to it, but I have a long way to go. So like mä armastan eesti kieltä. Bye!